Hi, I'm Gerard Paul, the pro-life guy. Thank you to all my friends and subscribers out there who were concerned about me and who were sending me personal messages while I was sick. I did have the swine flu for about 2 weeks, but I beat it, and I might do a video on how I did that. But today I want to talk about kickbacks. You see, kickbacks are an incentive. A kickback could be a rebate, for instance. Company says, buy our product and we'll give you a few dollars back. That's a kickback. It's an incentive to buy their product. They have taxpayer kickbacks. You know, taxpayer incentives, right? You know, the American people, they paid so and so much this year. So a few of them fall into this category. We're going to give you a certain rebate, a certain tax break. It's an incentive. It's a kickback. There are political kickbacks. Sometimes they're illegal. But, you know, mayor of a small town who looking for a new traffic light system. And he'll, you know, maybe base whatever bid he takes on the kickback that he's going to get. Yeah, he could have got a little bit of a better bid. But this company was offering him a kickback. It gave him an incentive. So he took it. Salesman. Salesman gets spiffs. What a spiff is a company will offer the salesman maybe $20 or $30, whatever. A certain spiff on the product that they sell. It gives them the incentive to sell that product over and above all others that they're selling. Because they're going to get something in their pocket. They're going to get a kickback. They have an incentive there. Well, did you know that doctors and pharmaceutical companies and the medical industry also has kickbacks? They also have incentives and spiffs. For instance, they had kickbacks. They had incentives on Vioxx when it first came out. Okay, you know, a doctor would prescribe so and so much Vioxx. And he would, you know, throughout the year, and he would get maybe an incentive of, let's say, a trip to Disney for his family. Or something like that. Or maybe a few dollars for each time that he wrote a prescription. The same thing with Avandia. The same thing with, and they're having a lot of trouble with that right now. You know what happened with the Vioxx. You know, a lot of people were dying from it. But the doctors still wrote those prescriptions because they were getting a kickback. They had an incentive. I don't know if they're still doing this, but at one time, the makers of Ritalin were giving schools kickbacks of $500 for every child that they would get onto Ritalin. You know, the referral. You know, the school nurse, the school doctor would refer a certain child. That child gets onto Ritalin, the school would get a kickback of $500. Kickbacks are an incentive. Did you know that the abortion industry also offers these incentives? That's right. The abortion industry, the abortion doctor, the local abortion clinic will offer local doctors an incentive for referrals. Could be $50, could be $100, as long as that referral leads into an abortion. The vulnerability of women takes part in this. In other words, a teenage girl, let's just use this scenario. Teenage girl goes to a local doctor. He's a family doctor, okay? So automatically she trusts him. He knows that she doesn't have any insurance and she's not collecting welfare. He knows that all he's going to get from her is that initial payment for that visit. He's not going to send her to the hospital because he knows that if he sends her to the hospital, which might give her a payment plan if she were to have that baby at the hospital, he's not going to send her there because they're not offering an incentive. They're not offering a kickback. The abortion clinic is offering a kickback. So he sends her to the abortion clinic, knowing that all he is going to get is that one payment for the visit plus the $100 that the abortion clinic will give him. So you have to understand, she is now getting a referral from the doctor to go to the abortion clinic. Now, once the abortion clinic gets their hands on her, they convince her to have the abortion. They tell her, to borrow the $750 or whatever it is so much easier than trying to go to the hospital and spending thousands of dollars to have that baby. And then having that baby for all these, you're young, she's vulnerable. They use her vulnerability to talk her into an abortion once the abortion clinic gets their hands on her. They know this. They know that 85% of the women that show up in an abortion clinic can be talked into an abortion. That's the reason why they offer this incentive. Local abortion clinics offer it to local doctors all over America. An incentive. You know somebody who's pregnant? Send them to us. Give us the referral. If it leads to an abortion, we'll give you a kickback. Again, the local doctor, he's trying to make money. He knows that if he sends her to the hospital and she has the baby, he's not getting anything but the $85 or whatever it is for that visit. But he knows if he sends her to the abortion clinic and she has that abortion, that he's going to get $100. See, it all comes down to the money. And that poor girl, once the abortion clinic gets their hands on her, she is at the most vulnerable moment in her life. They kind of sway her. They're not showing her that it's a life and death proposition. They're showing her that she can save so and so much money by just having the abortion. Meanwhile, that's their business. Abortion is their business. That's the whole reason for the kickback. It's an incentive. It's an incentive to make that poor girl murder her baby at her most vulnerable moment in her life. Anyway, like I always say, thank you for watching my video. Life is a miracle. Save the babies.